Oh yeah, Taki, this city is now, since this is in the free-to-play version, you can actually make it to the city now. Eventually. Eventually. Okay, where's Hancock? Okay. Greetings, Honor Madam. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes, I will be. Thank you very much. Make it go fucking. What was this guy's voice? I know he was... Of course he was English. Hello, sir. To what do I owe the pleasure? Are you here on business? I beg your pardon? Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion on how best to invest the wealth of Ul'dah? My dear Losa, I have to thank you for this recognition, I am sure. And I am flattered that you came to me. Truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice when you could have my master? Upon the matter of profits, there's no living soul better acquainted to advise Her Grace than Shaman Lolorito. Fuck you, Lolorito, no. I don't want to smell this man. I don't want to speak to this man. I don't want to be in the same room as Lolorito. A man whose morning excursions are said to fill his garden robe with gold. I should be happy to acquaint for a meeting for you. Say, at the Scion's former headquarters in Thanalan? The Walking Sands would seem like a suitably neutral venue for negotiations, don't you think? Fare you well, Osha. May your dealings prove fruitful. Okay. Just burning Gil. Throw it in the trash. Who needs Gil? Throw it in the garbage. Hey, great job there. Okay. Welcome back, Losha. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? Bad news. Lolorito. With Lolorito? And you agreed to this? I'm aware of his standing in the field of business, but I'd hoped to keep the monitor's at arm's length. And him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I'm to rule Ul'dah efficiently. Very well. I will meet with Lolorito. Let's go to the Walking Sands and prepare for his coming. I don't think it's gonna go well. Lolorito's a little fucking backstabbing snake rat. I don't trust that man. Oh, and no time to think it over. We're just here. Okay. So, this is where the Scions first congregated. I've heard many tales, but I've never had the occasion to visit. To work then. The hour of the meeting draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we have the appointed room to ourselves.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help.
You're not helping your case, Lolorito. My trident is at least 4 times the length of your body. If you try anything, I can get you. Then you know. It's a cool fact. He knows. He fucking knows. Look at this. He knows.
You have made your point. 'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask. There, would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
Of course he fucking knows.
Nay, the deception has served its purpose. I'm glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito. But shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say, I'm most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate.
Misdemeanors, he said. Misdemeanors is the lightest way you could put that.
But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more.
Just mean mugging him the whole time.
To summarize, in return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar. Huh, I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details.
Okay.
Specifically which industry and where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would. Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gear Abania, and you know the land far better than I.
Oh no, girl, I have not been conscious in this world for like over a year. Please don't ask me. No, don't ask me any advice.
Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
No, don't give me an option. I don't know. I would not know. Oh, fuck. I don't remember any of these places. Oh, no. I'm looking this... Yeah, look it up. Look it up. Aligiri. There's like 30 ads. I can't get through all the ads to see what the actual document says about them. Oh, my God. Suited in the peaks, northern reaches of the village... Oh my god, ad! Once flourished through its quarry, the beautiful stone was used no lesser structure. The royal palace of Alamigo, such prosperous states, however, become a memory. Still faces the harsh realities of a failing industry. So new industry in there could be okay, but it currently is failing. Probably just decision doesn't matter, but I don't look like an idiot in front of the two Lalafels. Situated in the high road connecting Alamigo and the rest of Aldenard, Aligiri once served as a hub from vital waypoint for overland trade with the east. After Galarian's invasion left the majority of overland routes destroyed, that trade began focused on catering to its own needs, catering to the needs of the occupational force. So Aligiri would be a good spot. Aligiri, I think, would be a good spot. And I don't know anything about the Sultari. Sultari is a simple village on Loch Sled's western shores, famous for its salt refinery and high-quality salt production. The Sultari's operations saw a steady decline under the oppressive rule of Alamigo, but with the liberation, oh, I think that's the answer, is the Sultari. I think it is. I think it just actually spoiled myself.
Ah, yes, that
Hey,
desolate little
I was
village
gonna
on
pick
the
that one
shore
anyway.
of Loch Seld.
I'm
I know
smart.
the Sultry and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included.
Food.
Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient.
Salt.
And in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gil.
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course, but I trust the East Aldenard Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ons of profit from its production. The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders. Just as your grace desired.
I still don't trust him. I still don't trust him at all.
A deal is struck then.
A deal is struck then. Happy I said 2 words and I sealed the deal. That's all I need. Adventure done. Quest completed. Give me guild, please. I fear it will be many years before I feel comfortable taking part in such negotiations. But I shall not complain. I have piqued Lolorito's interest and secured his invaluable expertise. Thank you, Losa. I couldn't have done it without you. Alright. Nanamo's ready to move ahead with her plans. Our course is dictated. I shall return to the palace and have my ministers begin working on implementing the peculiars of this plan. If I could prevail upon you one more time, Losa, I would ask that you convey the details of our negotiations to Commander Hext on your return to Alamigo. My thanks again. Together we have laid the groundwork for an endeavor which promises to benefit the peoples of Alamigo and Ul'dah both. You will not be escorted back to the palace. I have Papa Sean arrange an escort. That is, if he hasn't already organized a search party. I've been absent for rather longer than intended. Oh, bye. Later, Nanamo. You're doing good work, girl. Keep it up. Will hates every Lalafell. Nanamo? That's like one of the very few exceptions. Okay. Whiskar. Oh, greetings, Losa. I'm actually in the middle of reporting to the commander here, so... In your absence, I've kept myself busy cataloging the riches of the Mad King's trove and calculating its worth in gil. I have some way to go, but the figure is actually already quite staggering. Welcome back, Losha. How was your audience with the Sultana? Okay. Alright. Losa, you're back! What did Nanamo... Sorry, are you allowed to talk about your audience with Sultana? So, Rabban says he's going to return to Ul'dah, but she isn't sure he wants to. That tells us something we don't know. I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping the refugees come home. If this plan to revitalize the Saltery does make a lot of sense, consider quite how you convinced her to seek Lolorito's help is another question. After all that has happened, he's the very last person I would expect her to turn to for advice. But on a more practical note, Lise, assuming the interim government elects to accept Ul'dah's proposal, I have one caveat I should speak to you included in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a fortune at our disposal after all, and allowing Ul'dah to provide the entirety of the capital will afford Lolorito too much control. Honestly, Alphino, it's like Kugane never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do to earn your trust? But yes, you make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss this proposal with the Saltery's residents. Whiskar, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I would like to hear what Wat thinks of the idea before agreeing on anything. No, right away, Commander. Do you mind coming along, Lucian? I might need you to fill in the details. Then I shall come as well. Should Wat wish to discuss figures, my knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. Okay. Let's go. I'll have to give Nanamo my thanks next time we meet. With this and everything else that's been happening, it really feels like things are starting to gather pace around here. Okay. I'm leaving the business of dividing up the treasure to those who know about such things. I'm not proud to admit it, but every time I see a column of numbers, my eyes glaze over. One of these days I'll have to ask Alphino to explain it all to me. Oh, man. Okay, so right there, right? Okay. Cool. It still haven't dropped any frames. I think this is working out pretty well. I'm glad. Okay, what? I don't remember anything about you. Ideally, one would want Alamigo's stake to match Ulda's gil for gil. In combination with cast iron contract, that should serve to prevent Lolorito from making off with all the profits. Let's go and see Grandad. He's going to want to hear this. What manner of mischief brings you youngins to Old Walk this time, eh? They want to rebuild the Saltery, Grandad. Losha, tell them the deal. Okay, here's the deal. Well, bugger me! I never had the coin or hands to put the place back to where it was. But it sounds like it's all about to change. There's one small wrinkle in your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasties clobbering up to eat everyone that goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to call the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Grandad, we'll take care of all that. Commander Hex has been talking about starting up regular patrols. I'm sure she'll assign me to the lock if I asked. I'd appreciate that, Whiskar, my lad. Truly I would. So, does it mean you've gotten better with that blade of yours? I've been training, but mostly to kill Imperials. You've got some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Losha? Think you could cast an eye over through the local beasties and teach me how to deal with them? 2 seconds. Let's not waste any time. I'll see you by the lock. As you are busy attending to the local fauna, I shall have Master Wed explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Sultry to its former glory. Good hunting. Okay. It does my heart good to see youngsters like my grandson giving it their all to rebuild this country. Feels like anything is possible. Needless to say, I shall impress upon our friend here the singular importance of securing a fair contract with his Ulda benefactors. Yeah, Alfie, yeah. Okay, I need to... I'm gonna lower this background music a little bit. It's a little bit loud for me. Right then, I've got a spyglass here. You can use to get a closer look at these pests. Once you've got their measure, you can tell me what to do, and we'll see how well I get on. In your surroundings, for yabbies, you may move the camera around as well as zoom in out. Target a yabby and inspect it. Okay. Yabbies? Is that a yabby? Are you a yabby? I don't know. Oh. Discover the yabby's weak point. Okay. Jaw. What am I looking for exactly? I don't know what I'm looking for exactly here. Okay. The jaw? The jaw's the weak point? I guess. The yabby's entire body is protected by a hard carapace, but the underside of the head looks soft and vulnerable. Ah, looks like you found a yabby. They say hitting their shells is like smacking a rock. Any suggestions? Aim for the soft underside of the head. Yeah. Vulnerable on the head, are they? Right. Wish me luck. Okay. I wish you luck. Go ahead. GG, done. Done. Explosion, level up. Learn new skill. Return to your trainer for the next level quest line. Gladiator thing, right?
Thanks, Lusa.
did just what you told me to, and the wave kin went down like a sack of potatoes. Let's find something else. Okay. I can handle these yabbies now. Let's try something different. What else is out there? Okay, same deal. I guess we're doing a couple times. Oh, whatever the... What the fuck is that? Okay, I guess hit its eye? I guess. Okay, yeah, smack it in the eye. Gouge his eyes! It's a Red Letter Media reference. Gouge his eyes. The Phobad, that's his name? Phobad. Looks so sad, though. I would look sad too if I looked like a pile of shit with hands. The Phobad's hands are large and powerful, but destroying its crystallized core should render the Salt Golem inanimate. You sense power pulsating from behind its brow. Ugh. The Phobad. How do I defeat one of those? Destroy the core under its brow. Just hit really, really hard. As hard as you can. Show the core under its brow. Inside its head, is it? I'll try to stab it right between the eyes, then. It's fucking flat! Why is it like that? It looks deflated. Okay. It's not easy fighting with the Liberator of Alamigo watching your every move. But I got the job done. Thanks for the advice, Losha. I feel more prepared for my patrols now. Anywho, we should head back to the Sultry before Granddad starts to worry. I've been snapped into pieces and fed to the Yabby's hatchlings. So, animated Salt Golem. Oh, okay. We're not fighting. You don't want to know how to kill that thing? I guess we're not going to run into that. Yeah, you know, you don't want to... Okay. Fair. Let's hurry and tell Granddad how the hunt went. Let's set his mind at ease. For the merchants of Ul'dah, a well-constructed contract is both sword and shield, and Watt must understand that we are to meet them on an even field. Speaking of battles, those Wizcars seem up to the task of thinning the Lock's monster population. He seems eager enough. He'll level up. It's okay. I see you returned in one piece. Dealt with those beasties then, did you? Hey, I bothered myself to a bit of instruction from Losha here. Once I've shared what I've learned with the others, we should have no trouble keeping the shoreline clean. Good lad. A fine young man you become, Wizcar. Fine young man indeed. Too oft of late I hear tales of folk over in the city, drunk on victory or hungry for revenge, their heads stuck firmly in the past. We set our sights to the future, on things that would improve our lot. Things like getting the Sultry ready to welcome our long-lost countrymen. Hey, yeah, okay. Granddad's friends are already hard at work. The rest of us can do no less, say. It'd be nice to have some resistance lads and lasses around to watch over us. No one wants to worry about being dragged into the lock once you're trying to do an honest day's work. Okay.